23 years ago, I was the nurse looking after a baby who died. Today, I bumped into the mum. She said to me, "I will never forget the care and compassion you showed." Here's my story. I was a newly qualified nurse, and the ward sister had asked me to be named nurse for a 3-month-old baby with complex health needs. I wasn't entirely sure what that meant, but essentially I was the single point of contact for the MDT. I had to arrange discharge planning meetings and I looked after baby for most of my shifts. Baby's family consisted of mum, dad, granny and an older sister. I spent a lot of time with the family and I built up a really good relationship and had a very good rapport with them. Baby didn't have a very good prognosis, which looking back, I'm not entirely sure that I fully understood what that meant. He was prone to having seizures and had some other complex health conditions. So in my role, I spent time teaching mum how to draw up and administer some of his medications and how to keep baby safe when she finally got him home. So after a couple of discharge planning meetings, and it was about 2 months later, baby was ready for discharge. So I remember it very clearly. I walked down to the car with baby, mum and granny, and I waved off goodbye to them. This felt a real sense of achievement, not just for me, but also for the family, because it was time for them to go and enjoy their baby at home. A few weeks later, baby was readmitted to the ward following a respiratory arrest at home. I carried on being his named nurse, and he soon started to recover, and there were hopes for an upcoming discharge. Sadly, baby deteriorated and passed away. I wasn't on shift on that day and I was devastated. I actually felt like I'd let the family down by not being there for them. So a message was sent to me that the family would like me to attend the funeral. I wasn't sure about this because what about professional boundaries? We are bound by the NMC code and we need to be professional. What if I cry at the funeral? Is that professional? I was torn. I really didn't know what to do. Eventually, 2 senior nurses persuaded me to attend the funeral with them. We got to the funeral and the family were really pleased to see me. And to my horror, the family thrust me towards the open casket. I wasn't expecting this. Why did nobody tell me that's what the funeral would be like? It was hard enough going to a baby's funeral, let alone being thrust upon this open casket to look at baby. Anyway, I could feel myself becoming upset. I could feel tears in my eyes, but I knew I had to be strong for the family. The funeral did go okay, and I said my final goodbye, or so I thought, to the family. So today I was walking down the corridor in the hospital and I could see some people sitting at a bench, and the lady caught my eye. She looked at me and suddenly said my name. As soon as she said my name, I realised who it was. She jumped up and gave me the biggest hug ever. She thanked me. She said, "Annette, we never forget the care you gave to my baby and my family. Thank you so much. We do still talk about you. We will always remember you." This was really touching actually, and it made me realise why I wanted to become a nurse. It's why we all want to become a nurse, because we care, we're compassionate. We want to do our best for patients and their families. I'm sharing this story for a couple of reasons really. Firstly, when I was asked to be named nurse, I was apprehensive, and I've talked in other videos about how I push myself for opportunities, but I was a newly qualified nurse and I really wasn't sure whether to do it. So as new nurses, please push yourself for any opportunity that comes up. Your team will support you and your manager will support you. And for me, it's what gave me confidence in that transition from student nurse to qualified nurse. The second reason I'm sharing it is because I just wanted to put this message out there. As nurses, I don't think we realise that we make a lasting impact on patients and their families. Some patients and families will never forget you as a nurse and the amazing care that you are giving. Thank you for joining, and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me next time for more nursing stories.